But yeah, please know, chat. I do like telling stories because I don't fucking know. I love telling stories. I love tea. I love gossiping. I love telling stories. But what I do not condone is hate of any kind, okay? We were talking about the dream hypotheticals, right? We're still talking about my hypothetical dream in this situation. I am very much loyal. Loyal to a T, you know? However, there are two instances that really got me like a bit shaken up. Like, the second one, the thing that broke the camel's back was definitely the money thing. Yes. I'm a very big, like, business is business, no matter what. I won't fuck with your cash. Don't fuck with mine. Right? And here's the thing, I appreciate VShojo for this. They are very, very transparent with their, like, cash flow and all of that. And I really appreciate it. Even though we don't really need to know. Like, not cash flow for everyone. Like, for me, you know? They're very transparent to me about it. They're like, hey, we just want you to know. Merch is selling well. Or like, hey, I want you to know merch is gonna stop selling at this point. Stuff like that. They're very transparent with everything. But I don't really need that. What I need is if VShojo says, hey, Michi, you sold... Like, let's say you earned $5,000. Right? And I'm like, okay, can I have proof? And then they don't send me proof. That's fine, but give me $5,000, no questions asked. However, if you say, Michi, you earn $5,000, and then you don't give me $5,000, and then you give me debt, that's when we're gonna have a problem. You know what I mean? So I'm a very big, like... I can be as lenient as I can when it comes to people, but when it comes to business... I take it quite seriously, you know? No one fucks with my cash. No one fucks with chat's cash. If chat's gonna give me cash, no one fucks with that, you know? I'm very happy with Maiko because of this as well. Maiko has, like, the same mentality I do. So I've been, like, I don't even have to do anything. Maiko has been on everyone's ass for, like the merch stuff. Because we did run into some issues with my merch. Nothing too bad, but it's also because, like, I wanted my merch to be easily accessible for Asians and Southeast Asia. And yeah, we're like working on that. But because it's our first time doing it, we kind of ran into like some technical difficulties. But we are definitely trying to do better in the future. I do actually have a merch. Ooh, I think you might like this one. I have a merch that is going to drop perhaps soon. And I think you'll really, really like it. I don't think anyone in VShojo has done it yet. I am not sure. Maybe they have, maybe they have not. You'll see. You'll see. I think you'll like it. Anyways, back to the story of my hypothetical dream that my pet fish had. Once upon a time, I dreamt that I was traveling, right? I was traveling, and I decided to visit the place that I worked for. Yes, in my dream. Let's not say I. Let's just say Bethany, okay? Once upon a time, a girl named Bethany was traveling, and Bethany decided to visit a build-in office in which Bethany was working for. And during that visit, Bethany was very excited, you know, because this is where Bethany is working. So Bethany was very excited. And then as they were giving like the tour and etc., Bethany saw that on the walls there were a bunch of cool achievements. One of them had Bethany's name on it. And Bethany wanted to take a picture. But no can do. That's okay. That's okay. You know, Bethany understood. Sometimes privacy is a very big thing. And Bethany is a very private person. So Bethany did not take mind into that. But then during this time, Bethany made a joke about jokingly being like, you know, the hand gesture where you like, oh, shh, yoink. You know what I mean? So Bethany made a joke being like, ooh, shh, yoink. Like that. And like laughing about it. And then Bethany got scolded for making a distasteful joke. Now, was Bethany right? No. Perhaps that is a bad joke. But considering Bethany was working in the entertainment industry, Bethany thought people would take jokes easily. And not have people think that Bethany was actually a thief. And a little bit, that made Bethany feel pretty bad. Because it made Bethany feel like, wait a minute, did they really think that Bethany would steal? What kind of person do you think Bethany is? And you know what? Bethany had an ego. 100%. So Bethany's not completely in the right. But it did kind of hurt Bethany's ego just a little bit. Where Bethany realized, what kind of person do you think I am? Like, why are you for real scolding Bethany? Right? For making what is clearly a joke. Did you take it seriously? Did you really think Bethany would do that? And the scolded was, we will kick you out of the building, scold. And Bethany, that hurt Bethany's feelings. That sucked. That sucked. And I was like, interesting, Bethany said. And Bethany was like, that's a joke. And then they're like, I get it, but, you know, you gotta understand, I can't have that happen here. And Bethany said, okay, I'm sorry, I understand, I went too far. But deep down Bethany's heart, they're like, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? Am I not allowed to just pretend, yoink? You know? Bethany's like, am I not... Bethany not only is not allowed to just take a picture of Bethany's own stuff, Bethany can't even joke about it. And that made Bethany feel very, very weird. Because Bethany was like, damn, that's weird. And then the straw that broke the camel's back was the money thing. So all of that altogether kind of was Bethany's tipping point. But I don't know who Bethany is. And I'm making the story up. So, I'm kidding. Yeah, I don't know who Bethany is. And this is just a dream. So, yes, thank you for listening to my story about a girl named Bethany. Justice for Bethany! Hell yeah, justice for Bethany! It's okay though, because it's been so long that Bethany can't give a shit about it. Bethany do not care. Right now, Bethany's living the good life. Doing absolutely nothing and not giving a shit. And now, Bethany, from what I heard from the ending of the story, there's a good ending to this. Now Bethany can just sit back, look to her left, and boom. Bethany. Right there. Bethany just has to sit back, relax, look at like the fun little thing dangling in the background, and there it is. But weirdly enough, it says presented to Michi Mochivian Scambers. What a weird way to spell Bethany. Tusk, tusk, tusk. But now Bethany can take as much pictures as Bethany wants, baby girl. Let's go! Let's go! I can pretend to. Let's go! Let's fucking go, baby! Let's fucking go! I told you guys that I wanted to hang it on my fridge, but I can't. I have it as motivation now. I even wrote your name because I know this is cringe, okay? But I like it. I like seeing Michi Mochivi and Scambers on the YouTube play button. It makes me feel very motivated. You know, I'm now like motivated. Woo! Bethany's Michi's foot. No, Bethany is just a person I absorbed, I think. So sometimes I have like mixed memories of people, you know? Sometimes, oh, I'm jumbling up memories, it seems. So I suppose I took someone named Bethany, or maybe their name was not Bethany. I don't really care. Either way, though, it's nice because now at least they have some resolve, right? But definitely, man, that was fucking irritating what Bethany felt. It was definitely an ego thing. It was very, in my opinion, even for Asian standards, okay, that's just rude. Like, in Asia, we have a very big, like, seniority complex, you know? And I know that sounds bad, but that's just the culture here. So, if you are an older person, or if you're, like, my senior, it's expected that I treat you with more respect than if you were, like, my junior or if you were younger. You know, it's like calling someone Miss Ma'am, Sir, Mr., bowing and being polite. That is very much the culture. But it's also, like, understood that when you're working with someone, especially in the entertainment industry, you gotta be a bit more lenient. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just stick to that. Because imagine if I'm like, I'm an entertainer, but then off screen I'm like, good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am. Yes, I will be doing this. Yes. Right away, sir. Right away. Like, what? I'm an entertainer. You know, Bethany's an entertainer working for an entertainment company. The fact that, like, that was a thing definitely was weird. And until today, I don't hold a grudge against it. I just thought that was fucking rude. Like, I don't usually think of a lot of things as rude. Like, most of the time I blame myself. I'm like, oh shit, listen man, my bad. Okay, I fucked up. Like, I get where I fucked up. But in this sense, I was like, okay, really? I joked about it. I didn't even touch it, Bethany said. Bethany didn't even touch it. Bethany didn't even, like, come close and pretend to, like, remove it off the wall. No, not at all. Bethany was on the other side of the room, right? Looking at the, like, the manager and being like, haha, shh, you know? And then pointing at it and then pointing inside her pocket. That's all Bethany did. They didn't touch it. They didn't try to remove it. None of that. Just the point at the thing, point at the pocket. That clearly does not fit.
What if this is part of Bethany's plan all along to quickly get out of the entertainment dream company?
What if this is part of Bethany's plan all along to quickly get out of the entertainment dream company? I don't know about that one. I think you overcooked that one. But yeah, it's those things where it's like, it's different. If Bethany walked up to, like, the award shelf, picked the award up and tried to shove it into Bethany's pocket, now they went too far. But what Bethany did was they were on the other side of the room, meters away from their own award, and they looked at the award, looked at the manager, went shh, and then gestured. Like, they pointed at their award and pointed inside their pant pocket, which clearly did not fit the award, and then went like like that. That's all Bethany did. It wasn't like, oh, maybe Bethany didn't make it clear of, like, it's not clear that it's a joke. It is a joke. It was 100,000% a joke. Okay? If, let's say, like, maybe they misunderstood. Maybe it's like, oh, they thought that, like, oh, we're here to steal merch. You know, like, what if I steal a merch? Why would I? Think about it. Bethany works here. Bethany works with the people. Bethany can get their friends to sign a piece of paper and sell it. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. Who the fuck do you think Bethany is? Why? What's with this no jokes allowed kind of shit? It's like, I don't know. Bethany just expected better from an entertainment company. That really got Bethany pissed. I'm gonna be real with you. I was quite pissed with what Bethany said. Tusk, tusk, tuck. Guys, help me. Who's Bethany? Bethany is a fun little figment of a story I made up. Yep, Bethany said. Who the fuck do you think I am? Do you think I would really steal? After everything I've done for you, all my friends can just sign a piece of paper and I can sell that shit.
Is my favorite
what are you talking about?
Stream.
Yeah, Bethany thought to herself. She really thought, you really look at me and see me as a thief? After everything I've done for you? After everything I've did? After everything I've given you for fucking free? You really think I would come in here and steal? Is that how lowly you see of me? Do you think of me as that low? Is that how low your expectations are of me? That's just rude. Bethany thought out loud. Clearly never really in front of anyone. Because it's clear that, Bethany can't do that. So Bethany kept it to herself. Bethany did end up confronting them, and they did end up apologizing. And you know what? Bethany forgave them. Bethany forgave them because Bethany told them, they were like, hey man, listen, I was joking, right? And you took it so fucking seriously. And that hurt my ego. I'll be 100% with you. And they apologized. And Bethany forgave them. But Bethany never forgets. Bethany will never ever forget that. Bethany remembers. Tusk, tusk, tusk. Poor Bethany. Yeah, to make it worse, chat. When Bethany decided, you know what, Bethany decided to go, start making butter and live her cottagecore life dream, right? When she decided, I don't want to work anymore, I'm gonna live my cottagecore life dream and make butter. Bethany do realize there are certain items here that are legally obliged for Bethany to return back. Because it's never Bethany's to belong. Like, it's not Bethany's item, right? So Bethany contacted people being like, hey, where do you want me to send your goods over? Because Bethany is a very honest person. Here's the thing. Bethany may be an asshole. And Bethany may be stupid. But Bethany will never keep something that does not belong to Bethany. So Bethany contacted them and Bethany's like, where can I drop them off? And they never said shit. So at that point, Bethany could have stolen it. But no. Because you know what, chat? You know what? Bethany has a very strong honor code. So, Bethany held on to that. Flew all the way to where the fuck their job is. Which is like an 8-hour flight. And returned it. Personally. Like, no one was like, okay, Bethany, send it over here and... No. Bethany did that. Even though Bethany could have just stolen that thing, she could have kept it to herself. No. Bethany brought it with her, gave it back personally to the person that deserves to have this item. Because that's the kind of person Bethany is. Very big honor code. So the fact that someone assumed that Bethany would sink so low to steal something really hurt Bethany's ego, okay? If it came from someone that Bethany didn't know, perhaps it just might be a distasteful joke. But this person knew Bethany. Bethany knew this person. And that's what hurt the most. What hurt wasn't the fact that, like, what hurt Bethany wasn't the fact that it's like, oh, they made it's their job, you know, they had to do this. No, what hurt was the fact that they assumed it, even though they clearly knew Bethany would never do that. Because if Bethany was the type of person to screw people over, oh, Bethany definitely could have. And until today, Bethany forgives them, of course. They're good people in Bethany's eyes. Perhaps just really strict at work, but good people nevertheless. But Bethany will never ever forget. Bethany definitely could have done something. Bethany definitely could have screwed shit up. Because here's the thing, chat. Right in my hypothetical story for children part, volume 6, page 12. In my children's story, let me just flip through this. Flip. Bethany remarks, the shit you see online, right? That's just one side of the story. What Bethany experienced was a whole completely different story. A whole DLC, I dare say. And if this DLC ever came to light... Yeah. You're lucky Bethany has an honor code. You're lucky! Because I have absorbed Bethany in my body, I will appreciate Bethany's honor code. Is it a paid DLC? No, it's those things where it's like, because I guess Bethany forgave them, it's not worth it. Because the risk is way too big. It doesn't matter. Bethany is the type to stomach shit, okay? Bethany's not very good at letting emotions out, so... They forgive, just not forget. Now Bethany knows what to do and what not to do. Yes. Yes. Tusk! Tusk! Tusk. Anyways, close this book. I hope you enjoyed your children's story section, chat. I hope, this has nothing to do with anything, by the way. This is a fun little story section that I hope you guys enjoyed. It's from the title of the book is The Misadventures of Bethany. Yes. What an interesting book title. The Misadventures of Bethany. Any resemblance to real persons or other real-life entities is purely coincidental. All characters and other entities appearing here are fictitious. Any resemblance to real persons, dead or alive, or other real-life entities, past or present, is purely coincidental. Thank you very much for the disclaimer. Thank you for the disclaimer. Here's the thing, dude. Okay, I'm gonna be deadass. When I say there are two sides of the story, there is. Good and bad. Alright? It's just... Sometimes, yeah, you know what? The truth sucks. I don't know what to tell you. The truth sucks. From all the stories I can tell you, there's one major factor that I want people to remember. Okay?
Introverse cheered X300. Oh man, I hope Bethany exist. What a giga chat she is.
Tusk, tusk, tusk. Bethany's long gone now. Tusk, 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 tusk. If there's one key point I want anyone to remember, if anyone's gonna clip this and like, I don't know, talk about it, one thing that I want you guys to always remember, okay? It's so hard to talk about what your intentions are or what happened. The moment you put down your funny little signatures on some pieces of paper, your lips are sealed forever. It's kind of hard to say nothing. So, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Okay? Whatever that means. I don't know what that means. But there are just certain things that just no can do, man.
Great story. Compelling and rich.
Why, thank you. Clap, 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 clap. Yeah. NDAs are not forever, though. Well, how long are NDAs for? Yeah, I've told you guys the story, right? Like, unironically, I have not signed shit. Like, I have not signed... With Vshoujo, I have, but like, aside from Vshoujo, I have not signed shit. 2 years? Depends on what it says. Oh, I still have it. I actually still have it. I can read through it. Maybe we'll see. But like... No, unironically... I didn't really sign anything... Once I woke up, you know? Yeah, it's very common. When you go to bed and you have a dream, before waking up, you know, your dream gods give you a contract to sign. Yeah, I didn't get that. I did, but then they fucked up. And then I was like, oh, you gotta fix that one. And then they never fixed it. So I don't really know what to do. I'm kind of like... I woke up and I'm like, huh. But here's the thing, chat. I know, I keep saying this. I have my own personal anger, okay? I personally have my own shit. Just not to the people you think... Not to... Okay, in my dream, it's not to my manager, nor is it to my coworkers. In my dream, it's towards the dungeon master. You know what I mean? That's my personal tick. A lot of Bethany, a lot of my dream Bethany story. None of the anger or disappointment or weird shit is ever because of like their managers or their coworkers. It's to the GM. It's to the big guy. All the way up. Up. So it's different. Ask your lawyer about Bethany's dream contract. What's the point, honestly? I don't know how to explain it, but it's like... Perhaps it's Bethany's honor code, right? An opponent is not an enemy. You know? Once you've crossed the bridge, never look back. Kind of a thing. Bethany has that kind of mentality, according to this book. Let me flip to page 12, chapter 3. Here we go. Yes. It's clearly written. Bethany is not the type of person to do that.
Bethany might have forgiven them, but it's still satisfying to put on the imagination hat of this stream manager later finding out that they were the one that done goofed up by hearing this story, and have that stomach sinking feeling nodders.
Well, they know. Bethany have confronted them already, and the person genuinely did apologize, and Bethany did genuinely forgive them. But Bethany just never forgotten about it. That's all. It's like, I forgive you. I don't think you're a bad person. If they actually hear this, if they listen to the story and they're like, shit, I don't think you're a bad person. But, you know what? Sometimes people are more important than work. That's all I can say, man. Like, in situations in life, right? Sometimes, you know, people